my friends, another Exam 1 review. This is problem number 4. We're in 2D moments here, okay? 2D moments. And let's just take a minute to pay tribute to my wonderful drawing. Isn't it fabulous? It's amazing. Okay, let's see what they want us to do. Goal, if the resultant moment, okay, if I take the moment anywhere in the world, it's got to be 0 on the system. Find what force P is. Okay, well, there's force P over here. They said find force P. There it is. Problem over. That's all we had to do. No, it's not that. Okay, so we can take the moment anywhere we want to find force P. I suggest we take it right in the middle of the axle over here. I think we take it right. My pen is not working very good, like at all. Okay. Este marcador es no bueno por nada. Okay. Let's try another one. Well, that one's not very good either, is it? Este marcador es no bueno por nada. Okay, how about this one? Okay, it's good but not great. Okay, so here's what we have. Okay, force P has 2 components, right? I see a force at an angle, so I've got to resolve it. This guy is P cos 30, and this guy is P sine 30, okay? He's from the 60s. He's a peace sign man. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's call that point A. Let's just make up a letter there. We'll call it point A, and we're going to take the sum of the moments about point A, and it's got to equal 0, it says. Okay, this being positive. All right, so here we go. Now you can take it anywhere, but I think A is a good place. So the first thing I've got is I've got that force right there. So about point A, remember, you're going to have which way does he make me spin and how far away is he? So this guy makes me spin clockwise, which is negative. So minus 50 times how far away from point A is he, okay? Remember, if the force is in the y, then the distance in the x, okay? So the force in the y and the x, it's 0.3, okay? 0.3 meters, okay. Next, let's do the guy from the 60s, the P sine 30, okay? I put my finger at point A. This guy is going to make me rotate, counterclockwise. So plus P sine 30 times how far away? How far away? Well, it's 1.5 meters. Okay? And the last one is this guy. Put my finger at point A. This guy makes me rotate. He's also positive, isn't he? Counterclockwise. So plus P cos 30 times how far away? Well, this guy is in the x direction, so then the distance has to be in the y direction. So it's, what is that, 1.15 meters? So what's left? Dude, what's left is an equation with nothing but P in it. Okay, where's my calculator? Calculator. All right, here we go, calculator. 50 times 0.3, why, that's 15. So 15 is equal to, sine of 30 is a half, and so that's 0.75p plus 1.15 times 0.866, which is 0.996. Okay, and then plus 0.75, which is 1.746. Which makes P equal to 15 divided by, answer equals 8.59. And that is, that was in kilograms. That's kilograms, isn't it? But we don't want kilograms, we want newtons because P should be a force, right? So that's easy enough to fix. So we're just going to multiply that by 9.81 times 9.81 equals 84.28 newtons equals P. Okay? So I recommend, now could you do this problem with R cross F? The answer is yes, okay? But tell me that isn't easier, okay? So for 2D problems, okay, I'm going to suggest you use moment is equal to force times distance, and remember that the distance is the perpendicular distance, okay? It has to be perpendicular to the force, right? If the force is in the x, and the distance in the y. If the force is in the y, and the distance in the x, okay? And really, that's all there is to it. So these are quite nice. You should just be smoking these little 2D problems, okay? All right, let's do one more, and we'll be done with test review.